good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Today with me, I have a special guest. Her name is Julieta. She is coming all the way from Canada, but she is originally from Argentina. Can you introduce yourself, please, Julie? Thank you.
Yes, hello, Paulina. Hi,
Hello.
hello, everyone here with us today, and thank you so much for inviting me to your business page. I'm really
My
happy
pleasure.
to be here. So, yeah, my name is Julieta. I go for short as Juli also. So yes, I am a mom. I have two grown boys, a grown one and a teenager. So I'm busy with that. I work corporate full time as well. Yeah, like she said, I am from Argentina. I am living in Canada for the last 18 years, and yes, I'm doing this business as well. But I'm doing this business part time. So we have met. We
So
luckily
you're
have
very busy. Wow. You're
by
like a
this platform.
superwoman.
Well,
Okay.
we do what we have to do, right?
Yeah, because you said that you are still working full time, you do your business part time. I'm curious how you manage, business and you have two teenagers, and all hats, on your head. How you manage
Busy
that?
schedule.
How much time you spend usually?
Yes, exactly. Well, yes, like I said, I'm working full time. My profession is, I am an engineer in construction. When I came to Canada, I had to go through the process of revalidating my degree to be able to work as an engineer here in Canada. And that's what I've been doing since 2011. About that, I accomplished the procedure. And the time that I spend in the business, that's a great question, because a lot of people think that because you're working full time, every job is demanding, whether you work in construction, whether you work in any other field. There's medical field as well. There's the health, well, health and medical, same thing, but there's the teaching industry, right? We have so many teachers also here on our platform. No matter what industry you are working as a full-time in corporate, you can still do this business, because like your question is how much time I dedicate. Well,
Yes.
in my personal case, I dedicate a couple hours in the evening, and it's not even every day, depending on what you want to do that day, or what that you have to do that day. There's a lot of flexibility, and that is one of the reasons why it works so good with there's a lot of compatibility with a full-time job, because of the flexibility. In my job, I can only do part-time this business and the evening. Some other people who work maybe on shift, on a shift schedule, maybe they do a bit of work in the morning, depending, before you go to work, and even sometimes in my lunch break, I have an hour lunch break that, it's my personal time. I can do whatever I want. So sometimes I get to do something about my business, either talk with somebody, answer questions, help a business partner, in the process of setting up the business as well. And that is what I like, because otherwise, already working full time, you can't commit yourself to another structure, right? To another rigidity, or a rigid structure that has you committed to, times and amount of work to be done. This is the beauty of this, because it's your own business. You manage it the way that it fits for you, and that can be very different for everybody. But that's the beauty of it, the
You
flexibility.
manage very well your time, You're
Yes,
not spent only on scrolling in social media, you're working that time. You do
exactly.
great job.
Yes.
Yeah. Because we always stay in the social media, but sometimes we're just scrolling, time is going, but you work in that time. Okay. And I'm curious, and this is, I always ask people who come to interview them, what motivates you? What was your why? What motivated you to start this business?
Yes, that's a really good question, because, again, it's all our reasons and whys, are very different and are valid for everybody. In my case, when I came to Canada, like a few, well, 10 years later, my family structure changed completely, right? I was left being the only provider for my family. And thank God I had a good job. I have a good job. I love my job. But, at one point, my job wasn't able to keep up with the expenses, coming up, unexpected expenses that show up in these complicated situations. And that's what lighted up my mind to say, okay, I have to do something different because this can't go on like this. So, and from there, so many reasons started to like add up to already needing the extra resources, right, to supplement the supplementation of my revenue. And why this happened is because you see so many people with so many different stories, like yourself, myself. We're immigrants. We're not from this country. I'm not from Canada, so that means my entire family is back home in Argentina, right? I already had the misfortune of losing my mom. I wasn't able to be there with her. That hurts so much when you're an immigrant and you're far away. You feel useless because you can't do anything. So in seeing many people have that freedom, finance freedom, and freedom of time, that adds up. So you start seeing, okay, I want that too. Besides the supplementation, it's not only about the money, it's about what you can do with, yes, the resources that you get and the time that you get on your own, right? And I love what I do. I love my job, and it's not my plan to replace it, right? But having the chance, to say, okay, I'm financially okay to take off a certain period from work because I know I have a backup plan, right? And then if I need to go back home to help, I know for a month or two or whatever it is, I have the resources to do it. So starting from needing to supplement my income because of unexpected expenses showing up to wanting to have that time freedom, the reasons are many, and from that comes spending more time with your kids, being able to instead of I don't know, a weekday that they have off from school, having go to work, okay, take that day off, stay with them, plan an activity, go somewhere, create that quality time, right? So those are my
Because life
why.
is only one, yeah. Life is, we have only one life.
Oh, definitely, exactly,
And
yes.
time is all we have, just one time.
And time
Yeah.
doesn't come back. You don't get that
Yeah,
back.
just 24 hours, in a day. Okay, in the last question for today, what personal changes you have, when you started this business? Did you see something? Your
Yes,
personal
absolutely,
changes?
absolutely. Because when I got into this platform, I had many doubts on myself, especially on myself, because I had no background, no experience on managing a business, and never not nonetheless my own business, right? Which I had no clue how to do. And I said, okay, what am I doing? What am I getting myself into? But those were doubts on myself. I had to get rid of those, like not listen to my fears and still move on and forward. In order to have different results, I definitely had to come out of my comfort zone, do something different. Otherwise, I would have been always having the same results year after year after year if I didn't change something. But that change comes from your mind, right? The first place you have to make that change for you to able to take action on something different is change your mindset. So the first change is that the change in mindset, and then being able, to connect with people, communicate with people, like present myself like this. If somebody would have told me many years ago, one day you're going to be, working online and interviewing people, or, I would have said, no, what are you talking about? You don't know me, right? So I didn't have that possibility in my mind to ever come true. But here we are. And this is because of the learnings that we have, because besides the business, there's a really strong personal development part that comes with this business. But when we're looking for a business, we are thinking on supplementing our resources. We're not thinking on personal development, but it comes with it. It comes with it, and you have to embrace it. You have to take it, and it only makes you better. So there you
Yeah,
go.
thank you. Thank you for your answers.
You're
It was great.
welcome.
Thank you, Julie. And the last word from you to our viewers, or some quotes, your favorite,
Yes.
or tell them
Yes,
something
absolutely.
positive.
Well, we have our workshops every week, 2 times a week, on Tuesdays and Thursdays. If you relate to my story, to Paulina, please, what you need to do is get in contact with her. You have her website there. It's really easy, www.paulinag.com. Can't go wrong. It's very simple to remember and to type. And get in touch with her. She's gonna send you, the next steps. And the first step really is watch our presentation, whether you can assist live or watch a replay if the time is not convenient for you. I know in the UK it's kind of late, so
Yes, 1 p.m.
yeah, exactly.
1 a.m. Sorry,
1 a.m.
afternoon.
exactly. So people may be not available at that time, but there's no problem. And because we know that we are all around the world and we give people the same opportunity, that's why we record. Every single live session is recorded and available minutes after we finish. It's available for the person to watch in the other side of the world the morning when they get up, let's say. Right? So there is really no excuses. And from there, you're going to understand. You have to understand by yourself, like follow the steps, and be the most important thing is that you're able to make a decision on your own, but with the good resource information, not maybe just listening to us or Paulina. Make it on your own. You have the information available for you at no cost, and from there you can see. So that's
Yeah.
my advice.
Thank you, Julie. Thank you. It was
You're
amazing.
welcome.
Thank you that you're coming today. Okay. And see you next week. Our community is 200,000 almost from
Yes.
someone from our big and amazing community. Bye for now. Thank you, Julie.
Bye, Paulina. Thank you, everyone.